By Lady Aglaya. Okay. I see. Fish. Iceland's reference. Whoa. Big Chungus. What? She ate that? By the way, that Honkai Star Rail logo looks sick as hell, by the way. Like, look at that. That looks awesome. Okay. So are they... What? Okay. Alright. The coin. Finding the bird. Yo, Cyridra. Iceland's. Odd. Dan part-time. Evernight. Berta. Okay, this is just... Whoa. So I know in the drip marketing for Don Hung, they said something about him waiting. So is this maybe, how long did he wait for this for his spear or his lance to end up like that? Oh god, we're going back in time. Interesting. The squad rolls up. Let me see that. Let me go back. Oh, come on. My browser's being dumb. Yo, the gang. All here, guys. The Flame Chasers. Yo, he turned into a Durgan. Yo, we got the Rainbow Rasengan from the Land of the Snow. We just straight up Rasengan and won. This looks so sick, by the way, guys. Holy shit. Wait, huh? I knew it. I've been saying since day one this would happen. She just straight up became Alicia. This is her realm. That looks so sick. 3 point. Okay, this story. I think it's because she looks evil. But yeah, she's very, like, I knew she was gonna stay on our side. It's just she awakened or whatever the hell, like whatever it could mean. Right? Some things never change. Let's skip this redemption code.
Good evening. This is the Honkai Star Rail version 3.
Okay, so because I'm gonna upload this just as a reaction, I'm just gonna watch all of the important things, as in like the character stuff and any gameplay stuff, because I don't want to get into any story stuff.
5 special program. I'm your host, Albert. Our 3 guests today are all renowned figures, so let's give them a warm welcome.
No need for formality. Who could this old
Is Herder and check it out.
When the total number of allies and enemies that appear on the field reaches a certain amount, Lygus will enter his second form. In this second form, black tide creatures will continuously spawn, and Lygus will modify these monsters' parameters to greatly increase their threat level.
Right? Maybe there was a scheduling error and they couldn't get her on. But I do feel I do feel betrayed without the chibi.
This phase, he will continuously enhance his ultimate as time passes. When using the ultimate, Lygus will deal massive distributed damage to all allies.
Oh? Is there any key information to help solve this puzzle?
Of course! If you can make a certain number of allies and enemies leave the field during his second form, it'll accelerate Lycus' switch back to his first form, reducing the threat of his ultimate.
So does this mean we're punished for not having Finan? Mayhaps? Unless we can specifically just get rid of the enemies, then that's fine, but let me go back on the phrasing.
Is there any key and
distributed damage to
solve this puzzle?
Of course! If you can make a certain number of allies and enemies leave the field during
It's an problem solving text from you. It's so you have to do both. Damn.
his second form,
Unfortunate. You hate to hear
accelerate
it.
Lycus' switch back to his first form, reducing the threat of his ultimate.
logic. We need to quickly eliminate Black Tide creatures to reduce the threat and improve our chances of victory.
Though it's still unclear why.
Although Screwlium just said we could just destroy the enemies, so I guess we're fine. But yeah, gacha games would never punish you for not pulling the newest character by giving exclusive mechanics. That's never happened before. Remember, guys, it is impossible to get rid of Miasma without Ishwen. Because on the anniversary of Zenless Zone Zero in version 2.0, they released a character and a mechanic that only that character could deal with.
Directly confront the Theoros. Knowing your enemy is half the battle. Dux Avis Snoopius, your intel work.
Alright. Internet being scuffed. Ooh. Oh man. This is peak. Make Dot great again. You know, what if we got a Dot healer, but instead of a Dot, like they gave us a Hot, which was buffed or adjusted based on the amount of dots on the target. That would be pretty sick. The Hot Dot Squad. That would be peak.
Hey! Why is the studio leaking?
Dux Plumpus, if this is your idea of entertainment, it's pretty underwhelming.
Dramatic, I got this. Hey!
Thank you, Mr. Albert, for your quick thinking.
Finally back to normal. Hey, director!
Apparently, a 3.x is the version of physical. Finan, Isolans, Dan PT. All physical units.
This studio needs fixing.
Honestly, if Cyrudra isn't physical or ice, I'm gonna be upset, by the way. If you know, you know.
What kind of waterproofing is this? Sorry for the embarrassing display, folks. We're on a tight budget here, so please bear with us.
All right, go find Dux Goldweaver and have her allocate some repair funds.
Thank you for your gracious gift, Your Imperial Majesty.
It's the little cat.
Come to think of it, this Hycelans looks quite different from regular humans. She's got scales, and her belly seems to be transparent?
That's right. Hycelans is the most powerful and beautiful sea siren princess born to Fagusa, the ocean
siren?
titan.
Okay.
She grew up in the embrace of the ocean.
I see, but why did this beautiful sea siren come ashore? And how did she end up becoming the Knight Commander of the Holy City?
Although the black tide hasn't spread in this cycle, it still surges in the darkest bowels of the world. In other words, the ocean. Fagusa promised the sea sirens that after repelling the black tide, they would throw them an endless feast on land. But in the end, Fagusa fell into silence, and the sea sirens were decimated in the war, leaving Hycelans as the sole survivor.
Always. There's always one left. When will that trope be done? It's so overused.
When I first met her, Hycealens was in a complete daze. Her power could scatter armies, yet she no longer knew whom her blade served.
A tragic past. Sounds like prime protagonist material for a novel.
Thirda knows what's up.
Then what happened?
Since that is the case, I will point the way. If she yearns for revelry, I will see it done. All I ask is for her unwavering loyalty, to stand as my sword and banner, and mine alone.
I see. So Lady Saridra became Lady Hycealens' light.
But can she adapt to life on land as a sea siren?
She did
Probably she used to
struggle
take
a
a bath
bit
every now and
at
then.
first, but now she's got the hang of it. She also gained the friendship of my other loyal subjects, such as the previously mentioned Duck's Goldweaver, Aglaya.
But rumor has it that Hycealens has never been seen together with little Cypher. I say she deliberately avoids any occasions where Dolos's little kitty is present.
It's only natural for a fish to avoid a cat.
Oh, that's so funny. I don't know why that
Let's see
escaped
how
me.
Miss
That's crazy.
Hycealens performs in combat.
Yeah, it's great.
As my sword and banner,
Whoa, good
she
view,
fears
good angle.
no combat. When she
Oh,
uses
2
her
swords?
basic
That's
attack,
better than 1.
skill, or
That's twice the
alternating
cuts. You know, Billy has 2 guns, so twice the accuracy. Iceland's has 2 swords, double the cut.
combat, there's a chance to inflict random types of DOT debuffs on enemies.
It seems Lady
That's so
Hycealens is a
peak, by
perfect
the
match
way.
for characters
That
with special
talent is insanely awesome. That is awesome. I remember back in 1.x when I was like, I wish there was a way to just apply a bunch of debuffs with a single character.
specialize in DOT effects.
Now in the
right.
big
When
2025
using her
and
skill,
3.x, it's great.
Hycealens increases damage taken by all enemies and deals damage.
That was good.
When using her ultimate, Hycealens creates a zone on the field and deals damage to all enemies.
Sunlight pours into the shimmering sea, where graceful fish dance in the water. Such is the breathtaking beauty befitting
These
of a
animations
sea
are
siren
phenomenal,
princess.
by the way.
That's my most beautiful.
Every time I see that whale, I get nervous because I think, oh, I don't have Hua Hua. I need Hua Hua on my main account. This sucks.
sword, but for
Part of me wants to get Kafka and Hycealens a alt account just because I have Hua Hua.
enemies, such beauty means deadly danger. Enemies in the zone will have reduced defense and take.
From my understanding, the dots that Hycealens applies are separate from other dots of the same type. So you know how like Serval and Kafka can both apply a shock and they're separate? That it's the same thing for this, which is really cool, by the
Take
way.
additional physical DOT from Hycealens whenever they take DOT damage.
Ooh, nothing beats the thrill of a new turn and a
True.
screen full of numbers
Ooh.
flying out the enemies. Plus, this zone is perfect for the buff Kafka. After all, Kafka's frequency of dealing DOT damage is super frequent now.
I appreciate them acknowledging the fact that, yes, dot character goes with dot character. Indubitably.
After using the technique, Hycealens summons a special dimension that automatically moves
That's just an ugly quillfish,
forward.
okay?
Enemies within this dimension will not initiate attacks. When Hycealens actively attacks affected enemies to enter combat, her talent's effect will trigger multiple times, randomly applying DOT debuffs to the enemies.
So you're saying we want to attack, we want to start battle with Hycealens now instead of Kafka.
Is Miss Hycealens actually attacking with
1 second. All right, sorry about that.
a violin bow?
Let the enemies slumber within the symphony, for the waves stirred by the Dux Gladiorum's melody are as graceful as they are.
I wonder if we'll ever get a new element, because I know they're allegedly adding another path in 4.x. So I wonder if elements are ever going to be on the table. But I don't see it, to be honest.
Are deadly.
Thank you for the introduction. And now, let us get to know her better.
And that's only because elements in this game don't do much. They don't have as much of an impact as the paths do.
Great ruler who reigned over an age, SYTSTEM.
I'm gonna lie, it seems like fire would have been great element for SYTSTEM.
SYTSTEM, the great imperator, supreme commander of the holy city, initiator of the first flame chase journey, bearer of Law's core flame, and the key figure in the plan to seize Amphorius's administrative privileges.
Though I am absolutely a monarch, I need no songs of praise. Sweet words are but the daggers of cowards. If you're so eager to play the jester,
Beast.
why not just shut your beak and be the Imperator's pawn instead?
That's great. That's pretty funny, actually.
Is quite intimidating. I wonder, what do people usually say about you?
Ambitious and ruthlessly cruel.
The Imperator never fears controversy, nor would she act for the sake of praise. I studied chess since childhood. On the board, only one rule matters. Win. I will stop at nothing and pay any price to achieve my goals.
Oh, what exactly do you mean by any price?
It means I won't hesitate, even if victory costs me my king piece. The only thing I want is that sweet checkmate at the end game.
I remember that a Goliath was being trained as the Imperator's successor.
Justify the means.
That kind of pressure must be immense.
Such pressure is nothing for the Imperator. Imperator's successor, that girl's tenacity is second to none.
Looks
Nero? Like, what do you mean Nero vibes?
It's like convincing the Imperator to cooperate.
Maybe I'm being slow. I don't know who you're referring to. Oh, Fate Nero. Oh, okay. Yeah. I see that.
Operate will be quite a challenge for the Trailblazer. Could Mr. Albert share some more information to help improve the Trailblazer's chances?
Wait, you mean...
Albert do have some...
You mean Saber, right? Like not Saber. Like Nero Claudius. Okay, yep.
Juicy story.
I just wanted to make sure because... For all I know, there's a Nero from Fate Go that I just don't remember.
Stories about the monarch. For instance, although she was known as the first and last monarch of Akama, she actually came from a city-state that worshipped Lantern.
Born in a foreign land, yet ruling over Akama.
Let me see
That's
what
an
records we have
interesting
here.
coincidence.
During the first siege of Akama, the city was breached and faced a devastating crisis. At that time, it was SYTSTEM who led her army to ensure Akama's safety, sparing the citizens from the ravages of war. Since then, she's been revered as its sovereign ruler, governing over the holy city.
That's right. SYTSTEM yearns to build Amphorius into a powerful, unified empire that will last for countless generations. That's why she decided to embark on the flame chase. When dealing with her, the Trailblazer might want to approach the conversation by discussing the future of Amphorius. And how would this monarch handle herself when facing enemies? Would you care to enlighten us, your Imperial Majesty?
I certainly can. As I mentioned before, I've studied chess since childhood, and the extrapolation of chess positions is my way of waging war.
They gotta show us that it's a little relatable of a team because they put Gallagher on there.
My skill can grant special buffs to one designated ally character. When the buffed character uses their basic attack or skill, they'll help me accumulate charge to level up this special buff. After leveling up, the special buff allows the character to duplicate their skill once when using it against enemies.
Okay, that's actually really cool, by the way. Imagine doing that with Thurda or Anaxa. Imagine doing that with Anaxa, actually, and getting 3 instances of his skill, or maybe 4 because of his talent. I don't know how that would work entirely, but that would be really cool.
The same skill can hit twice.
That's right. Besides normal skills, some special enhanced skills can also be duplicated.
Take a
Thurda enhanced skill? That would be pretty pog.
look. Finance enhanced skill, which requires accumulating 4 stacks of skirts, can be used twice.
In other words,
That's
when
insane,
paired
by
with
the way.
Professor Anaxagoras, both his skill and extra skill can trigger again.
I knew it. Did I not just say that that would be cool? That's insanely awesome,
Sink
by the
into
way.
insanity. Straight to the...
Imagine getting 4 See, I want Ceridra, but I'm really kind of... I really want to go for Evernight or Dan PT.
So...
When I use my ultimate, I'll build up charge and deal damage to all enemies.
Now that's battlefield control.
I'm
It's true
so
that everything
conflicted.
is like a game of
So
chess.
conflicted.
All about planning and strategy.
Also, when I use my technique, the character who triggers combat will receive the special buff at the start of the next battle. Keep this in mind when planning your battle strategy.
Right? It sucks.
With such a far-sighted commander leading our battles, who
And it sucks because I'm trying to get Saber as well.
wouldn't want to serve under Her Majesty the Empress?
Naturally, mediocrity has no place on the throne. The one who shall lead all of Amphorius can only be...
I just don't like that she's kind of a pseudo sub DPS with like her ult, and then especially her Eidolons make it seem like she wants to deal damage as well. And I just don't care for that, to be honest.
and must be me.
However, after experiencing Ceridра's story in version 3.5, you might discover that there's more than meets the eye behind this cold imperator. Stay tuned! Now let's take a look at the version 3.5 banners. In version 3.5's first half warp event, Trailblazer
Asta makes sense. Asta's almost always on any dot banner.
can acquire
Same with Eyes of Prey.
the limited 5-star character Hycelia.
Because Eyes of Prey is the
Limited
4-star
5-star
dot
cone.
light cone.
Why does the ocean sing?
I'm going for that light cone, baby.
We'll have a boosted drop rate. In the first half, the limited 5-star character, Kafka, is returning. And at the same time, the limited 5-star light cone, Patience is all you need, will become available once again. In version 3.5,
I really want Iceland's E1. If I remember correctly. I don't remember what it does off the top of my head, but it is insane.
second
And I
half warp
want it.
event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Ceridra. The limited 5-star light cone, Epoch etched in golden blood, will have a boosted drop rate. In the second half, the limited 5-star character Silverwolf is returning, while at the same time, the limited 5-star light cone Incessant Rain will be
I think it's super smart and makes sense that they're rerunning all of the characters they buffed.
available
That's pretty cool to
once
see.
again.
I wonder who they're gonna buff if they buff anyone.
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more shortly. Flight calendar 3950. Ceridra returns triumphant,
Oh, God.
vanquishing the Black Tide.
I wanted to skip this, but you know what? We'll skip it.
And even more reassuring than the mighty drop through the feast.
I don't want to, but we're gonna just for the sake of time.
Fill those bellies. In version 3.5, the Chrysos Maze Grand Restaurant will make its debut. During this event, Trailblazers will team up with Chrysos heirs to run a restaurant in ID's Elysiae.
Running a restaurant with the Chrysos
Wait a
heirs?
second. Depending on how this looks when they show gameplay of running the restaurant, this may or may not just be the event from Honkai Impact. A version or two ago.
That sounds familiar. Where have I seen that before?
Weren't we supposed to save the world? What's all this about opening a restaurant?
That was just
Let's see.
are quite special. Our purpose in opening this place is to serve delicious abandoned restaurant. In the restaurant, the Trailblazer needs to take on the role of restaurant manager, run the establishment, and win the approval of fairy customers. Also participate in the regular Members Maze food review, earn stars step by step.
It seems like same but different.
4-star Memshalem restaurant.
But also there's a
Alright,
4-star light
Then
cone.
what's the style of this restaurant? And what dishes do they serve?
Salutations, dear guests! We specialize in authentic ID's Elysiae haute cuisine, which is salad made with all natural organic greens and paired with our signature dressing for a crisp, refreshing taste and a smooth.
Is that just lettuce and corn?
Our chef who prepared
That's just lettuce with corn on it?
Fresh lettuce salad made with all natural
That's just
organic
lettuce and
greens
corn, what
and
the
paired
fuck?
with our signature dressing for Unil experience.
Salad? Oh, look.
One reason is that Mr. Finan, one of our head chefs, specializes in salads and they'll put it down ingredients and supplies. However, increases the trail and ingredients and the helpful.
It looks like we won't have to worry about
Ooh,
ingredients
farming.
with Anaxa and Hyacinth around.
Leave it to the professionals. One day.
Plus, different fairy customers have different personalities and unique dining preferences. Some fairy customers prefer. You'll have to discover that for yourself in the game, Trailblazer.
Also, this is a Cyrudra like cone.
After a hearty meal, it's time to get
Whoa.
some drinks.
We have to make
In
more
the
drinks.
event, old brews and new friends. The Trailblazer will once again show off their skills as a special guest drinksmith at the Dream Jolt Hostelry.
Master
That's
Drinksmith
awesome,
of
actually.
Penacony?
To lift the stellar on hunters might pay us a
Yo.
visit.
Yo,
I see.
you love to see
What
it.
if the Trailblazer messes up and can't mix the right drink?
No big deal. And hey, if you stumble upon a secret recipe, you might just see a whole new side of your friends.
Judging by
Tonight for the Trailblazer and their
Okay, so we make
unexpected guests.
drinks. We serve
That's
food,
not
we
all
make
for
drinks.
3.5, is it, Madam Herda?
That's not all. In version 3.5,
Space Station Task
I will
Force.
launch the AI Herda experiment.
Oh,
I
God.
digitized portions
Not
of my memory and
AI.
knowledge into
Come
data,
on.
uploaded them to the space station's encrypted server, and created a digital version of myself. In the space station task
Oh,
force
it's
event,
one of these?
Trailblazers
Okay.
need to train the AI Herda by completing different assignments to obtain assignment rewards.
Training an AI Herda? Hello, Chat Herda.
Oh, don't even bother. Chat Herda
Chat
has
Herda.
rejected your query, citing insufficient complexity.
Hey, wait a
I
second.
love that,
haven't
Chat
even asked
Herda.
anything
That's an AI I can get behind.
yet.
Chat Herda's already trained on your behavioral patterns. It's just making predictions.
All right, as we wrap up this feast, I've got some after-dinner treats for everyone. First up, our old friend, the Gift of Odyssey.
Gift of Odyssey, let's
Yay.
go. You love to see
The
it.
planar fissure and
Honestly, the day they get rid of that is the day like shit hits
Garden of
the
Plenty
fan.
events will also return. Complete the challenges to earn double rewards.
Shape of Siren's Stagnant Shadow will also be
Oh, this will be for
available. And you can obtain the
Evernight.
Ascension material See Siren's Torn Fin for ice characters upon completing the challenge.
Additionally, in version 3.5, the feature mentioned in the previous official notice that allows individual voiceover switching for collaboration characters will be launched.
Yo, that's peak. They're actually doing it. I can go back to dub now. Let's go.
Trailblazers will be able to switch
Right?
interaction, combat, and idle voice.
I haven't switched back to English because I've been using the fake characters. Now I can do
from the current
this.
voiceover to the original licensed audio.
In other words, you can switch Saber and Archer's interaction and combat voice lines to Japanese while keeping all other characters unchanged.
Nice.
Finally,
That's
Honkai
actually
Star
awesome, by
Rail
the way.
will also be joining this year's Gamescom. From August 20th to August 24th this year, Honkai Star Rail will greet everyone with a brand new boot style. Trailblazers, come visit us and get your free goodies. Stay tuned to our official social media channels for more
That's
details.
awesome. Okay, 3.5 looking absolutely insane. I'm so excited for this. For Heiselin's, Dan PT, Evernight, Alicia, Serene, you know, it just all looks incredible. I'm super excited. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I can't. This 3.x started out really meh. It really did. It wasn't bad, it just wasn't that great, especially compared to Penacony. I think Penacony was awesome. But they're really stepping up their game with this latter half, and you'll love to see it. I'm so happy they're putting that effort in. It's great to see things be so intense and peak. So I'm excited to see where they go, especially where they're going into 4.x, and if we might see a familiar fox bunny girl. So let's just see where it goes from there. So again, let me know in the comments down below what you think, and I'll see you guys next time.